waiting. Now, it's time for the presentation for open category. For your information, there are 5 participants from different organizations. Okay, so now may we invite the first presenter, Aini Hayati Noruzman. She's from Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah, and she will present about Smart DDT Handbook.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can we start? Okay. Boleh kot? Ha? Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat petang, salam sejahtera, and a very good afternoon. First of all, okay, thank you, fellow judges. First of all, I am glad to be here. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nizam bin Muhammad Nasir, and accompany with me is Madam Aini Hayati, and we are from Polytechnic Malaysia. Okay, to be specifically, we are from Polytechnic of Sultan Idris Shah, Sabak Bernam, Selangor. Okay, tempat yang paling jauh, paling hujung di Selangor lah. Okay, okay. The reason we are here today is we would like to share with all of you our innovation that we have created called Smart DDT Handbook Apps. So for the first phase, let me introduce and let me explain. Then for the second phase, Madam Aini will go for the demonstration of the apps. Okay, so mana nak ke bawah atas? Dia tak boleh kontrol dari sini. Okay. Okay. Boleh besarkan lagi ke? Sorry for the technical. Yes, okay. Ataupun pandai ini boleh kontrol Tak apa, saya suruh Puan Aini control. Boleh? Okay. Okay, so our presentation is based on first, I will introduce our team, then we go for the problem statement, and we look the innovation itself, then we go deeper to look the criteria that we focus on sustainability, implementation, impact, accessibility, easy of use, and the innovation. Okay, so let's look at the team member first. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, so actually we have 3 members for this development of the application, led by Madam Aini Hayati, then me, Nizam, and we have another one is Mr. Faiz from Department of Polytechnic and Community Colleges. Sorry, dia tak dapat datang ini because have another major program at HQ level. Okay, next. Okay, we look at the problem statement. Why we create this DDT Smart Boot apps? Because first, there are no student handbook being released for the purpose of delivering information on a program offered or at Department of ICT Polytechnic Malaysia. For information for those judges and members on the floor, in Department of ICT Polytechnic Malaysia, okay, we have one program called Diploma in Digital Technology, and that one is collaboration with MDEC. The special about this program is it's only take for 2.5 years for the student to finish the diploma level. So we don't have any student handbook guide for the time being. Then what we do now is new students, okay, for the new students we will explain to them at the first week of the session. So the problem here now is new students do not understand the program being taken as a briefing session and it's only delivered during the first week. So follow then 2 to 3 weeks and before after that, okay, what happens is student will lupa lah, kan, dia dah tak ingat dah regarding dia punya programs. Okay, next. So we come up with a solution. So we create an innovation called Smart DDT Handbook. It's a digital guidebook application for the Diploma in Information Technology Digital called DDT. And this handbook or this app will aims to assist the student academic advisor and lecturers in providing existing references to DDT program offered at the Department of Information and Communication Technology in Polytechnic Malaysia. So that is the innovation. Okay, kita akan buat satu apps, which is that apps will be downloaded by the students and all students all over Polytechnic Malaysia. Okay, boleh refer for using that apps. Okay, next. Okay, in this application, several modules have been developed to serve as the main reference, such as program information. Then we put program requirement and job prospect, track selection, procedure, lectures, and feedback channel. And there are lots more. Okay, a few of program or a few of module that we embed inside the application. Okay, next. Okay, so we look at the criteria. First, the sustainability. Okay, next. Miss, next. Okay. Okay, so what platform will the app build for? So for the time being, okay, next. Okay, for the time being, okay, we focus only for Android platform, and it is available at Google Play Store. And for iOS platform, is still in progress, since that we look at majority of the student using Android more than iPhone. Okay, but inshallah we focus on iOS. Hopefully by early of next year we will come out with the iOS version. Okay, next. Okay, the implementation. Okay, next, Miss. Has it been debugged? Is it well documented? Does it have a finished look and feel? Okay, so the answer is yes. We're using Android Studio to develop this application. Then it is well documented. We have also the manual book, okay, that will be given to those who develop or to those who download the application. And does it have a finished look and feel? Of course, okay. We try to put inside the handphone and several platforms, tablet and so on. Okay. Okay, and for next, okay, I would like to call upon Madam Aini Hayati to continue, okay, to look at the impact that what we have done.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So basically, for this application, Smart DDT Handbooks is provided for the students, especially for the students' diploma, Information Technology DDT, so that the impacts of the teaching and learning, does it meet students' need improve current process and resource? Yes, basically we are doing the questionnaire and survey to the students. So we got the respondent for the 143 students saying that the most agreed that they are feel that this application help them in order for them to understand the applications. So can you make it next? Okay, so this is the what you call as the questionnaire for the innovation, usage of the innovations for the students. Approximate 143 students all over Polytechnic Malaysia, especially for the 15 polytechnics that offered DDT programs. So basically, when we call upon of the students to answer the question, most of them agreed enough that this is application help them to understand better. Next. So this is basically the questionnaire. Next. Next. Okay. All right. So the accessibility, we look at the criteria accessibility. How access is it optimized for the mobile user? Next. So of course, we do it for developments for the Android applications. So the Android application you can see at the using keyword Smart DDT. So if you're having the Play Store, the students can download or easily using QR codes there, scan and it will be downloaded for freely. Okay. So this is the, we go for the statistics of the usage. For the KPIs, for the installation is 100%, whereby we seen 214 installation all over Malaysia, especially for the polytechnic that have been offered diploma DDT. Okay, so we can see the growth there, performing the growth. And also, next, the criteria number 5 is ease of use. So here, apps address different accessibility needs of user. Is the application easy to use of the wide range of the scenarios? So basically, of course, I will see that this application is moreover has been used widely for the Polytechnic Malaysia, involved from the Malaysia and Sarawak, Sabah and Sarawak. Okay. Next. Innovation, let's go with the 6 criteria. How innovative if the apps will user find the idea novel or interesting? So we can see, of course, the users compliment, especially for the staff, lecturers, academic advisor, and also users saying that this application is a very good, and also it give a feedback. Second reference, because of our problem is that when we go for the briefing for the student, is only involve head of the programs. So this is the things that help them to understand better, okay? And also from the users reviewer. Next. So we can see now, if you can see the Smart DDT, okay. So basically this is the, we have a navigation drawer. So navigation drawer here, this is the main menu. Okay, the main menu involved of the, what are the VC missy of the polytechnics, okay? And also what are the programs. Because we've seen that students from polytechnics did not have the manual books. So this is the innovations of the students to get freely to be downloaded. Okay, so click at the bottom. Okay, so this is the main menu. We have the synopsis, job prospects. Okay, okay, so job prospect. So the students know what are the jobs that they will get. Okay. Okay, we have the program aims. What are the aims of the students? We have also program educational objective for the ICT. Okay, and it can be scrolled. Okay, next. We have also the program modules can be zooming, so the students know what are the module that they will get. Okay, that they will get. And also the list of the polytechnic. Like my colleague said that this DDT have two categories. We have the 2.5 years and 3 years. The 2.5 years, they can see where are the polytechnics. Why? Lambat eh? Oh, just okay, be patient. Okay. Okay. Okay, so when my colleague said that the program of the DDT at the Polytechnic, we have two categories. We have 2.5 years and another one is 3 years. So basically, Polytechnic Sultan Indonesia have a 2.5 years module. So the student can see what are the tracking that each of the Polytechnic offered. So like myself, at PCs, at the Polytechnic Sultan Indonesia, we offered 2 track. Software application developments and networking system. For the PUO, Polytechnic Ungku Omar offered 3 tracking. So from here, the students, if they want to change the track, they can see where are the track that they want, especially for the games developments. Okay, next. Time up. Oh, okay. I thought. Okay, so because if it's slow, right? Okay, so basically, because it's actually they have a lots of application that I can see, but since that the time angry with us, so this is the what we call as the Smart DDT handbook lah, for the purpose for the student to be easy download and easy to understand. Thank you very much.
You need to speak English or Malay? Malay dah. Version ni ada tak perbezaan antara student version dengan lecturer version? Sebab normally kalau untuk education wise kita ada specific version untuk lecturer ataupun staff dan juga specific version untuk student. Adakah version tu akan develop di future ataupun memang plan untuk integrate into one apps?
Untuk peringkat awal, for the time being, memang kita fokus untuk students dan juga pensyarah, untuk dua itulah. Dan untuk keperluan, maybe for the next time, we will look further lah. Kalau ada keperluan untuk tujuan ianya fokus kepada individu-individu ataupun pihak-pihak tertentu. But for the time being, memang kita fokus for students and the lecturer itself.
Very structured presentation. You have made our life very easy because you went through the process of what we're looking for. The thing that now, how does it deal when students ask questions? Okay, can they ask questions through the app or not?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Basically, we have the what we call. If you can see there in the apps, we have a feedback module. We have this one. So this is the feedback module. So the students, if they did not understand, they can simply put there and they can ask the question and directly goes to the head of the program. Since that this program is meant to be for the head of the program, so if the students did not understand about the program, it can be directly. Okay.
So what I'm actually, this is beyond the project lah. What I'm recommending that you should look into is chatbots, because now they can be customized. So because you're going to have certain questions that hundreds of students are asking, and those are already answerable. You can have an FAQ, but students don't go through FAQs. So a chatbot is basically an interactive, glorified FAQ. When they put the question, automatically they answer the link to that. So that's something that will be very useful, and it's not difficult now. There are a lot of chatbots out there that are customizable. I'm not an expert on chatbots, but I've seen a lot of examples of that. But otherwise, it was interesting, very interesting.
I'm concerned about two area here. The first is the user interface. Okay, how responsive is the user interface if compared to can you play it in desktop or mobile? How responsive is it?
For the time being, what we do is we focus on handphones, but also tab. Also we try to make sure that it can be run as good as it can lah. Okay. So to answer that, you think it responsive? Okay. Because apa yang berlaku sekarang ni pun mungkin based on daripada apa network dia lah. Tapi in our tablet and our phones actually it running smoothly lah.
Okay, the second thing is about usability testing. Okay, how about the users? Have you tested it to the such as the focus group?
Okay, kita buat survey tadi, questionnaire. So in our questionnaire is our respondent 144 respondent among students and lecturers. So they give their opinion and their rating actually. Dan kita dah buat dan kita dapati ianya sangat useful lah for them.
So the variable is sufficient enough to
yeah,
to support you in.
But yalah, of course memang ada juga cadangan-cadangan yang kita akan lihat dan kita akan take it further.
Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Alright, thank you, Madam Aini. This is just for a reminder. Every group only have 10 minutes to finish your presentation, okay? So now, may we invite the second presenter, Shamina Salmi binti Abdul Wahab from College Community Kuala Langat, and she will present about KKKL Touch.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. My name Muhammad Fauzan. This is my colleague, Mr. Aizi, and another one, Madam Salmi. We are from College Community Kuala Langat, also named Community Kuala Langat Community College. We are from Banting. Okay. Today we will present about our application. We call it KKL Touch. That means College Community Kuala Langat Touch app. Okay, before we start, can we play the video? This is our intro video. I pass the mic to Mr. Aziz to continue the presentation.
Hi. Okay, this is a home screen of our apps, right? Actually, we call it a KKKL Touch because nowadays everything is about smartphone, right? Everybody will go to even to toilet, they have a phone in their hands, right? So from there, if we refer about 10 years back, it's really famous about e-clicking, even e-forms. So what we did, we tried to make a one-stop center of apps for our management and for administrations in the office. Okay, so in the beginning, we apply. All right. We started with 5 manual forms that fill up manually. So we try digitalize this form to become a digital form using apps. So because usually using a manual form, we have at least 9 to 10 steps need to fill up, to submit, and everything is going to take a time. So with the phone, and you can access in any way, you can, okay, from, as you can see in the screen, this application form about to, yeah, to make a report about ICT report if you got problem, everything. Previously, we using a manual form that the respondent need to take a form in the admins and need to fill out and everything. All the details must be collected and then need to submit to the maintenance unit. That's all the process is going to takes the time. So with these apps, so it's just a few steps, 4 steps, just online, log in, and just select any equipment, device, and then state the problem, and then just put all the details. It's like, okay, they also required if wanna send the picture of the equipments, and then just submit, and then the units is gonna receive by email. Okay. Okay. Since then, after we built almost more than 10 menu forms, so we try to upgrade these apps to become a one-stop center, because normal in previous people gonna use webs or portals, right? So now, without using a desktop, now they can access all the main website from the portals through this app. We create the hyperlink as like, because if you want to apply for the leave and everything, we should go to uh, the existing link, existing web, under sorry, okay, under Ministry of Human Resource. So that one is already existed. We cannot create our own. So what we do, we create a hyperlink through the our apps. So now it can access through the apps. So the upgrading process is going through continuously. Right? So about the teaching and learning process, we also have provide all the details, especially it's like a schedule of the class and all the details also about the facilities. It's also can access by student and or the for the staff, by the staff. All right. So it's like you can see here the name of every lecturer in the college. So I'm gonna take mine. Okay. So from here, all the lecturers or student can check their about what class and everything they need through this app. Okay. And since we are community college, we are hub of a long life learning center. So we also provide a option for the community surrounding for them to apply for the short courses. It's like for culinaries and for the IT and all those stuff, so they can apply through here. It's like just enter the ID number, and then from there they can access not only in our college, but can get all the details from the other community colleges in Malaysia. All right. So. So in because we're using for also for the management, we are under ISO 1901 2015. They have a quality objective in management, especially on evaluation of every lecturer in every semester. So previously we are using the manual form that fill up by students in every semester. It's gonna cost us, especially on printing and purchasing. So after we build this form through online, so they can just they can just access from this app, and all those evaluation process gonna be smooth and easily. So we in the reports we already stated for as you can see here, they have evaluations, all the details that we need here. Okay, about the impact of this app, actually already measured through using the Mampu guidelines for creativity index that can measure for 10 years with RM1 that's spent by government for this to develop these apps can return amount around RM8 to 98.29 for 10 years. That's what we call it creativity index, or also known as ROI. Right? Through this app also got funded by Maipo under copyrighted by them in July last year. So it's already uploaded in Google Play Store in 19th of April last year, and since then our director has already launched this app as our official apps for the staff and student and community. So, if any questions for these apps?
Dari segi animation tu memang okay, untuk animation untuk One Stop Center tu
Okay.
dia memang always tukar ke dia punya animation tu?
Yes.
And version ni ada dalam bahasa Malaysia saja ke ada dalam BI ada sekali?
Bahasa
Boleh
Malaysia.
tukar tak version dia?
No.
BM saja.
Yeah. For time being.
Okay. I think that's all.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. I have three things here to ask
Okay.
you. The first is documents. Most as what I know, most of documents is department.
Yep.
From your department is confidential.
Yeah.
So how do you make sure that document circulate among the staff or the students, okay, is secure? I mean the security. That's my first question.
Okay.
You want to answer that? Okay.
No, finish it.
Okay, the second question is about the teaching and learning program. It's about the timetables. Okay.
Yeah.
The data that you include inside the timetable, is it from external database, or somebody must be, manage the data?
Somebody. They
The
they
first
already
question.
point someone to arrange for the systems.
Point
So,
to,
yeah.
to your existing database.
The existing ones.
I see.
Yeah.
So the first question, you want to answer that?
Security.
The security.
The third.
How
the third
how
question.
secure? How the answer the first question first. Okay?
Okay. Actually, it's kind like we call it as a one-way communications. Like the respondents only fill up and then send to the assigned
Officers. Yeah.
PIC. Okay. So about the confidential, it's not all the what I call all most of the documents that is considered as confidential is still we process manually. What I'm saying about this is about the routine that we did every semester. It's like evaluation for about from student for lecturer. Uh, Everything that what they put, all the comments is gonna send through to the quality units. It won't get accessed by others.
One of my question is about the information flow. Again, it's about from the information once the participants who entered something into the forms, the form will go to which protocol. I just want to know how many protocols the information have to go. The document, the protocols.
So
Boleh saya jawab dalam bahasa Melayu?
Yeah, okay, okay.
Okey, contoh tadi kalau ada staf atau pelajar mengisi borang aduan, okey, mereka patut masukkan, kalau untuk staf, ID staf, untuk kita uji sama ada dia adalah staf, dan kemudian sama kalau dia adalah student, kita akan uji dia sama ada student atau tidak. So dia kena ada ID number lah. Okey, kemudian let's say katakan aduan untuk kerosakan ICT, dokumen ataupun borang itu hanya sampai kepada pegawai ICT sahaja. Pegawai yang lain tak akan terlibat dalam proses ini. So yang akan yang akan ambil tindakan hanyalah pegawai ICT sahaja. Pegawai lain tidak terlibat. Sama juga dengan borang aduan yang lain. Contoh macam borang aduan borang maklum balas ataupun borang permohonan kenderaan. Okay, yang akan in charge bahagian ni hanya di bahagian admin sahaja. Jadi pegawai ICT tadi dia tak akan dapat apa-apa makluman lah tentang permohonan ataupun maklum balas tadi.
Okay, just satu soal. Thank you very much. The interface is actually a very pleasant interface. I just want to ask you, there's no login.
no, for this time being,
I
no.
think
But we
when
got
you say
an
one
account.
stop, I feel it's a one-stop hyperlink center, which is okay. But I think to be dynamic and for you to capture the data, who's accessing, when accessing, it's very good to have. Because I think one of the problems with filling up forms is that you have to fill up the same boxes again and again and again and again and again. Now, when you have a user login, you already captured most of the things. You just need to capture what's essential. For example, like every form you ask them to key in their name, their IC number, their email. These are repetitive things that should not be asked if it's a single login.
Okay sir,
Yeah.
at the first memang kami ada buat login form. Okay, sebab pada mulanya app ni kita test untuk staff. Staff refuse untuk ada login form. Sebab dia kata masih nak cuba, sebab ada yang masih tak tahu nak guna app. So kita disable dahulu form punya login tu, tapi kita akan buat dalam proses. Sebab untuk siapa yang access kita boleh tahu sebenarnya daripada saya punya platform.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that even if you want the case, when you submit a form, you can have a button anonymous or you can know my name. I mean, it could be. I mean, it's not really confidential, but I'm just saying because one of the biggest headaches of forms is even when you come here, you have to register again and again your email, your IC.
Actually, dekat our
the-
application dia ada profile. Profile ni dia akan connect through Gmail or Facebook.
Okay.
Dia akan connect automatically, and then bila kita submit, bila dia dah pernah ni, dia akan boleh ada nama dan sebagainya.
And also,
Once dia kena connect dahulu lah.
most of the forms are using Google Forms or what?
No.
I saw a lot of the examples you showed me.
And that one is for evaluation lecturer
or
only.
lecturer. Oh, okay.
Yang lain semua kita buat on platform lah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's all.
So, additional for the protocol, just now you said, right? Actually, about the evaluations, unit of quality, right? They just open for the certain periods during the evaluations time. So, let's say around that day, they just open for that day. So once they said they're gonna close at the 5 p.m., so we're gonna close. So from there, after 5, there's no one can be accessed lah for that.
Untuk hari ni je kita buka sekejap. Lepas ni kita tutup. Okay, thank you everyone.
Alright, thank you. Now, we would like to invite the the third presenter, Professor Dr. Hazrita Abdul Rahim from Talent Cloud Solution, which will present about class apps.
Yeah, I'm a judge. I'm also a vendor, having a table outside. So I pretty much become big family of IMU already by now. Okay, so now you have to listen to my presentation. Okay, all right. All right, just start. Okay, so the name of the mobile app is Class App. The reason why I create this app is simple because I have a son schooling in public school in rural area. So if you have children schooling in public school, you know what kind of facilities they have at school. So mostly the initiative has to come from the parents to help develop the school, and Class App is supposed to be a school communication tool between teachers, parents and students. So every day when you ask what is your homework today, they say no homework, and I see the teacher always giving handouts in papers. So I want to disrupt all that system, and eventually the platform will be a digital content provider for schools, public school. Okay, next slide. Sorry, I should be standing this. Okay. All right. Next slide. Okay, so problem number one, I noticed there's always communication gap between teachers and parents, and it will also run in terms of there's no platform. Problem number two, no platform to track the children's well-being at school. Okay, in 1960s, when you have terrible grades, your parents yell at you. But nowadays, when you have terrible grades, your parents will yell at the teachers, which is a wrong concept totally. Okay, because you have to understand, I was a teacher before at even university level. You must understand the workload of the teachers, lecturers, professors, whatever you want to call it, and it's not fair to blame them for your children's not doing well at school. Okay, next. All right, so we provide this solution. It's supposed to be private, three-way communication, and you should be able to communicate effectively. Yes, I know, at university we use WhatsApp, we use Telegram. You have your own school system to communicate, upload notes, teachers, assignments, grades and whatnot. But this is supposed to be an enhancement on top of all of that. I'm not disrupting your own system. I'm just providing something extra. It's on mobile platform. We also have on web app. We are available on Google Store, App Store, iOS platform and Android. Okay, next. Alright, so it's one place for all communication. It's organized and structured. That is solution number two. Next. Alright, so why Class App? You can connect privately, you have all the announcements, and you have a simple solution for students who are slow learners. This is mainly our main objective and target audience. Next. Okay, so it's organized and structured as I mentioned. Next. Next. Okay, so every communication and data that we receive is stored accordingly to topic and class, and you have all your data in one place. I know if you use Telegram and WhatsApp, there's always overlapping. And by the time you go to the next topic, the first topic is already forgotten, and there's always overlap issues that we are trying to. Okay. Alright, so what is the epistemology of this app? If you look at the Malaysian Education Blueprint, there's 11 pillars that they're trying to address. So this app is addressing the pillar number 7 and the pillar number 11, which is to have more ICT in school, in classrooms, and to have parents and community involvement in your children's school development. Okay, I use this slide for pitching all the time. So in those pitch, I have to compare my app with the other apps available. Schoology, yes, is available, but for private school. This is developed by Cempaka International School, and they work together with Harvard University. So you can imagine how many investment, how much million they invest. And Class Dojo is not available in Malaysia. So Class App is Malaysian made, okay? And we don't spend millions to develop it. Alright, so this is our user interface. Currently, what you need to do later on, I will demonstrate. You only have to do your class. This is my son's class, Pak Chesna. He's with Sekolah Kebangsaan KLIA in Salak Tinggi. So I created the class, and then we can talk about anything related to the subjects. Okay, this is the actual UI, and this is the one tested by a professor also in Xiamen University. I've tested on university level as well. So currently Xiamen University is on board. Harriet Ward University, University Pertahanan, not the entire campus but selected faculties. Of course, Unimas also in Sarawak, they have tested and all their students are using our platform. Alright, this is how we look like. Yep, pretty much that's it. Where's the tab? Okay, so if I can demonstrate on the tab, this is how we look like. So it's very simple, you just key in your email address. So for me is, I key in my email. We don't use your handphone number, we use your email address. Okay. I hope this is the correct password. Because on my phone it's okay, never mind. This seems to be a bit lagging. We go back to here. We go back to the slides. The user interface is very simple. If I can have it on, if you can go to Google Store or App Store and download Kelas app, it's very much simple. You just have to key in your email address and log in through Google, and then you are ready to navigate the app. Okay? Thank you. Any questions?
Saya tak boleh nak tengok full feature, so ada problem dengan login tadi kan. So
Okay, can I have my handphone sekejap? I'll show it on my
okay,
handphone. Okay, if you can download on your phone, it's very simple. Kelas app from Google Store and App Store, and then it will be navigated through communication tool between teachers, parents, and students. Correct, correct. It's not LMS, it's not Frog. Yes, it's not all that. Tak ada. This is like something like a social network platform, but with the idea of having micro-learning in mind. We still want to communicate socially, but we want to talk about subjects, we want to talk about learning. Yep. Okay, you can use WhatsApp, but again, the method of the structure and whether whatever you store is not systematically stored. For this, correct. For this one is based on subjects, and sometimes the teacher want exclusivity, they name it as their name. Empat Cesna Bahasa Melayu Cikgu Saidah, contoh for example. So it's very structured. Yes, you can still use Telegram. I did use Telegram when I was teaching in a university, but then again, Telegram is another thing because the storage is very big and it's based on your phone number. Even at 10, your student can find you. I don't need that.
privacy lah.
Yes, privacy and some level of border that you're establishing between you and your students. Yeah. I would appreciate it if you can download from Google App Store and Google Play Store and App Store. We have been published for about 4 months old. Currently we have about 300 active user about 30, especially from Unimas. And we can sell this as a social network for GLCs or organization which have micro-learning and micro-training. But for the schools, we give it for free because when we presented this in STEM carnivals and many other events that we have participated in, the schools that are most interested in our app is the Chinese schools and the Orang Asli school, which I think is very proper, especially for the Orang Asli schools, because yes, they have their own community, but they don't have enough infrastructure for their school development and of course for their student development. All right?
Wait, this app, is it more optimized for phone or optimized for tablet or both?
Okay, we are available on web app and mobile app, so any platform we can use optimally.
Okay.
All right?
Alright.
Just minor correction. Schoology is not developed by Champaka. It's actually an international product.
Yep.
Schoology.
But they make it and brand it to make it look like it's owned by Chapaka and
But that's only Champaka because you can, all the universities are using Schoology. So, and the second thing is I think where you should do comparison is Edmodo, because Edmodo was
yeah.
what, yeah.
Edmodo and
That's another-
Remind
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
But for the purpose of
that's
today's
just- yeah.
presentation, I shorten it into two.
Yeah, okay. So cluster, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I think it's interesting. That the only thing is you have to which you did within the presentation, is that you have to justify why would I not use WhatsApp and those kind of things. I think yeah, it has potential definitely. So I mean, with you, I think that's.
Just one question. You are collecting data from the students.
Sorry?
You are collecting data from the students once they log in.
Yes.
How do you manage the data? Is it cloud based or what?
Okay, we run cloud-based, but we also have backup servers that we do not daily but weekly, because currently our user is not belum rate yang sampai beribu atau beratus ribu, so we can still manage manually lah. But eventually, when we have more user and the momentum has gone higher, then we have to upgrade our backup also. Currently, our cloud is sufficient.
So you have to invest.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Azrin. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. Hazrita. Next, we would like to invite Nurul Zakiyah binti Kasnon from Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah that will present about learning, algorithm and data structure.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. So basically, I'm here again. This is my second group. So this is my leader, Puan Nurul Zakia Kasnons, and Puan Mazna, and myself, Aini. So basically, this is what we call as the learning applications for the purpose of the subject data structured. So if you're in an ICT courses, so data structure is very important lah. Okay, so we see that the first slide. Okay. Okay, so basically for the algorithm and data structure is a subject offered in our program, Diploma Information Technology, Digital Technology. So this is the main course, what I call as a core program, core subjects. So basically for the products, the information we have the let's get the info. We have the applications for the Android developments for the Androids, and also, of course, for the students who take this subject. Okay, and the modules that are available is we have a notes simulation module that consists of the 6 topics, 6 chapters, accordingly with our syllabus, and also we have the quiz module. Of course, we want to take for the students to have a little bit playing in terms of the comprehensions them. Okay, so this is basically the interfaces of it. So shall we go for the slide, the apps? Okay, so this is basically the interfaces of it. We have the 3 main course here. We have a notes, we have a quiz, and we have the exit buttons. So basically, this is the home button that we need to be play off. So this is the 6th chapter, according to our syllabus, algorithm, linked list, text, queues, and so on. So basically, the interfaces of each chapter is the same. We have the sound, we have the font that emphasizes on the key important things, which is the red color and the yellow color. So if you can see here, the chapter 1 is considerable as a mind mapping mode, because we know we have a technique collaborative that called a mind map. So we integrate it accordingly into the applications. So this is basically the interfaces of each chapter. But if you look at the chapter number 2, which is the linear data structure, we have the button here, simulations, red color. So please click on it. So this is going to be the simulation of how the linked list happens. Basically, we have a sound here. So tak ada sound. Yeah. So this is the sounds of it. So this is basically the structures of the data structure, and also how to insert the elements accordingly. Because we know that data structure is a very broad subject, courses. So we need something to have interactively. So might be the sounds and the interactive elements considered as a multimedia elements to make the students happier. Okay, another thing is that the application we can see for the quiz. Okay. So if you look at the quiz here, okay. So of course, each of the chapter we have a quiz so that the students can, after they see the notes, they can see to answer the questions. So the students need to click which one the answer. If the answer is wrong, they will having a wrong symbols. If the correct, we have a correct symbols. Okay, like this, wrong symbols. And we have a correct symbols, and then you have a score of it. Okay, and the beauty of the application is that when we put into the Android platform, it's already been downloaded like 9,000. Okay, I forgot about that. 9,002 installation, I guess, all over the world, especially for the Indian country. You can see there at the statistic on the 9,622. So it's all over the world. All the country internationally has been download this application, especially for the Indian country that consists of how much? 46% of it. So alhamdulillah lah, this application has been as a reference to the students that taking the IT courses. Okay, and moreover, the users reviews. Okay, so the users review find out that this application is very helpful to them, very good in terms of the interactively, because we having a multimedia elements. So this is the things that we proud of, because it's the product from the Malaysians polytechnics. And you can see there we have a scanner, what we call as a QR code. The students, you have the QR reader to simply scan and it will be downloaded freely. And of course, we're going to be migrate this application to the iOS platform sooner. Okay. So of course, this is what we call as survey, students' response. Okay. students respond, find out the survey lah, they are accepted for these applications. So this is the question, and normal question for the innovations questions. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your good presentation. Okay, my first question is about how do you organize the content? Is chapter 1 up to chapter 6, okay? How you organize the content? Is it through a proper instructional design process or what? You have a team for that?
Actually, we refer to syllabus of polytechnics
I see.
itself, and also we use a methodology, agile methodology in IT development apps. So we use the methodology of development to organize all the structured. Yes.
Of course, the topic that been arranging is accordingly to the syllabus. So basically, the syllabus is we take the what we call as the each of the chapter, we put into the chapter 1, and then we have a quizzes. If let's say they did not understand, they go back to the chapter 1, then okay, go to chapter 2, sounds like that.
Okay. One more thing is about the data again. Okay. Once the students answer the question, they got a score. Where do the score goes? The score goes. The score. Score tu pergi mana? Oh, stop. No, stop. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's like a game. Yes, it's just like a game because the quizzes is just only for them to be happier, just for the understanding.
Oh, yeah.
But they know. But if let's say they did not know, they will answer it again until get the full marks.
Okay, one more thing is I'm just curious because 45% of Indian. Why not Malaysia? Where is the Malaysia?
Using the IT apps so well, so that's why the India is the first download the high percentage download the apps.
Okay, thank you very much. The interface is quite pleasant. I was just wondering, all your questions is multiple choice, or
Yeah,
you
multiple
don't have
choice.
drag and drop or visual?
No, not
What platform you use to develop? Huh?
Adobe Flash for the animation, and also we use the Adobe Photoshop for design.
of course the platform for the Android.
I'm still confused. What's the wisdom of using an app to do this? Why in an app format? I mean, I know this is app competition, but why is this in app format? Why not use a normal platform? Because normal platform now all run very well in phone, or so if you're using Moodle, Open Learning, Udemy, whatever. So why would you want to put an app? Then it forces you to create an iOS version, Android version, and then maybe I don't know Nokia.
Because nowadays many students use smartphone, and then they can bring um, the notes mobile can bring mobility, and also can be a reference to the students for their class lah.
No, my point is that all LMS now have a mobile app version to it. So even if you use Moodle, you can download a mobile app and run. Even if you run on the browser, it's pretty good, but you can actually run it in app form. But why I'm saying it is because what you've done is it looks like it requires a lot of work, which is good. Maybe you win this competition, I don't know, but it requires so much work. I'm thinking about the scalability. It's better probably to use existing platform for this kind of thing, because then it's more scalable. I think how long did it take you to develop this?
About 2015, we have built this apps.
Since 2015.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work. As I
2000.
say, it's a lot of work. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So almost 6 months to develop these apps.
Okay.
Okay,
I really appreciate your effort.
thank you.
Saya sebenarnya serba salah bila nak komen. One thing yang saya concern is that when you develop apps, if you make it too simple, terlalu GUI graphic wise, it's sometimes people thinking macam playful. Even you mention tadi game tadi kan. So depending on your target. Kalau you punya target basically macam something yang somebody aspire to be a computer programmer, you punya GUI you kena design to make it emulate that. Sebab saya tengok you punya basically macam classroom punya application. So it's good. Sebab based on you punya download pun it's not 9,000. It's something even kalau I develop apps pun tak sampai macam tu. But like I said, you kena very focus on your target. And also you nak target international punya market ke you target Malaysian? If you target Malaysian, you kena tailor your punya question, your punya interface according to Malaysia punya market. That's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nurul Zakia. Now, I would like to invite the last presenter, Ahmad Yasir bin Mustafa Bakri from SMS Tuanku Munawir, and he will present about AR plan and evaluation.
Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So my name is Ahmad Yasir bin Mustafa Bakri. You can call me Cikgu Yasir. I'm a maths teacher from Sekolah Menengah Sains Tuanku Munawir, Seremban, or well known as SASA. And today I'm coming for the mobile apps competition, and this is my apps, AR, Plan and Elevation. But before that, let me stress out what is our problem as maths teachers. Okay, so in maths, we have this topic, plan and elevation. So right now, this topic is being taught for Form 5, but starting next year, this topic will be introduced in for Form 3. Alright, so what is plan and elevation? So in these topics, students should be able to draw the image from different angle. Let's say from aerial view, from plan, from X direction, or from Y direction. But the problem is, not all students can visualize the image. And when they cannot visualize the image, they cannot draw, they cannot sketch the image. At the end, they will get low marks because they can answer this question correctly. And plus, there are lack of teaching aid. Most teachers, we have difficulties how to teach student to see things, how to teach student to visualize. We cannot simply ask the student, you look at it like that. So we cannot do that. So my objective is to improve students' spatial visualization skill in plan and elevation using AR plan and elevation mobile apps. So this is the target groups. All the students who take maths and juga reka bentuk teknologi in school and also for teachers. So this is my apps, AR plan and elevation. I'm using augmented reality and platform right now only for Android, and the minimum requirements is 4.4 Android and 2 gig RAM. Yeah, this is about my apps. So this is my app, AR Plan Elevation. So it is a very simple app, just for one purpose. Okay, first, teachers or students can print the images like this one, and then they scan using the apps, and the 3D image will appear. Then you can move the phone or the paper to get the view from different angle. And also you can, if you want to get the right answers for aerial, plan X from X direction, from Y direction, you can press A, X or Y. And plus you can rotate the image if you want like 30 degree, 35 degrees, you can move using finger. And there are 5 images that I gave out for free, and one of them is in the video. So these 4 is available for free. And in developing, I'm using system development life cycle. Actually, I'm not making this app by my own. I make this app a collaboration with a freelance developer, and all the design, I did the design, and he helped make it reality. So implementation, this is my research method by using these apps. First, test 1 analysis. Before I started using this app in class, from test 1, I found that there are few students cannot answer this question very well. So I called them and I asked them, why you have difficulties answering this question? And some of them said they cannot see, not clear, and most of them are careless. So I did a pre-test to make sure to confirm that they have problem. So there are 10 questions that involve sketching, only sketch, just to get the right shape. Okay, then the intervention using cooperative learning session. There are 2 sessions. Okay, the first session, they sit in groups, and they are given the same picture, and the task is using the apps, they have to sketch from the plan, X direction and Y direction. So after that, they put their findings on the whiteboard. So we had a discussion just to make sure they have the same understanding how to use the apps and what is the end result from this activity. This second session, we do a station activity. There are 4 stations with different diagram, and after a certain amount of time, they move from team 1 go to station 2, and so on. And finally, the post-test. The same questions to sketch 10 questions to sketch the image, and this is the findings. So the average for the pre-test is 6.15, and the post-test result is 8.46. The total marks is 10 marks. As you can see here, even though it's not 100% full marks, but you can see the positive trend here. It is for me it is normal, because we cannot simply improve the student visual skill just by using these apps. Just by using one apps and all students can visualize. That will be a miracle. But the result, I'm happy with the result. And during the mid-year exam, again, there are positive trend and the result are good. So these are some of the students' feedbacks. And before this, I cannot see the 3D shape. Using this app, it is easier for me to view the elevation from different angles. And one student said, it is fun to learn using this app. Okay, so for students, it attracts student interest by using effective technology, and it helps students understand better. And last, the most important thing is, it increases student achievement. And this is some, I share in the media social for free, in Telegram, Facebook, YouTube. And this Puan Nur Farhana from Sekolah Dalam Hospital PPUKM, she downloaded the apps and share with all her colleagues. And she said, such aids can help our students. Even though they are in the hospital, they have a lack of facilities, but this kind of apps help them. And this during a sharing session when I was in Jogja for um, junior high school teachers. And after this session, one of the teachers used the apps in her class. Okay, then she teach lower junior high school students. So even though my apps is for high school students, but even for junior high school, it is applicable. And this is coverage from Newsreach Times. Okay, statistic from Google Play Store. I upload in April, and this is from yesterday. Yeah, all around the world, and India, this is the second, just like the other teams. Okay, this is a survey I did for the teachers who use the apps. So I use Likert scale, and this is the questions. And from that, I can summarize that with this app, it saves time to teach, easy to teach, and adding effective teaching aid for teachers. And finally, increase teaching confidence. Before this, teachers have difficulties how to teach students to visualize. But now with this kind of app, they have the right tool to teach. This is a sharing session for teachers for Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. This is for students, and this is the list of school that I went to promote this app. And this is sharing with pengarah Pendidikan Negeri Sembilan. And next month, I've been invited to present this app in the International Symposium on Mathematics Education and Innovation. Maths teachers love this app. Finally, they have something that they can use to help students visualize. Okay, at the end, AR Plan Elevation Apps has successfully achieved its objective to improve spatial visualization skill with a clear, easy, and accurate method. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very interesting. Very interesting app. I have no comment on that, but I think it's really cool. The only thing I'm thinking about, I don't know if they call it functional math or whatever, is that students to learn visualization in terms of things. If, for example, I see this bottle, I want to convert it into a shape and measure the. So can the app? I think in the future it would be nice. I don't know if there's any app that you take a picture of something and automatically converts it into shapes.
Okay. All right. There are many apps for maths, but for my apps is just focused for this topic, and these topics involve visualization, and maybe for measuring the area, the volume.
So how many shapes now do you have in your?
Available for free is 5, and another 10. If because next year this topic will be teach in Form 3. So right now it's for Form 5, and next year will be go down to Form 3. And the new books for next year, because this is I am sponsored by this one publisher. So the new book will support these apps in the exercises. So there are total 15 shapes.
So because I didn't study in Malaysia, so I'm just wondering, what kind of shapes do they have to learn? Are they like specific kind of shapes?
All right. Okay. It's not just a simple shape geometry like sphere, prism. Okay, in this topic, we did a combine or a combine solid, combine or remove. Okay, I'll try to show. Boleh ulang boleh tak? Okay. Sampai yang gambar. Okay, as you can see from this shape, this is the kind of shape that in the syllabus.
Okay.
So it is not a simple shape because it involves removing or combining.
Yeah.
So sometimes most male students don't have problem, but most of the statistics shows that female students, girls have problem with this topic. They cannot visualize. Okay.
Yeah, ladies.
Yeah, you can confirm with them.
can these apps contribute to isometric drawing?
Isometric drawing is where the net of from the different angle,
Yeah.
45 degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
360 degrees.
Right
Can,
now,
can this app contribute to that?
okay. Yes. As I mentioned earlier, this app can be used for reka bentuk teknologi, and in reka bentuk teknologi, they are specific to view from 30-degree angle, 45-degree angle. But right now, this current version, we don't have button to view from that specific angle. Maybe for next version, I will add more for the specific angle. Right now, only 90 degree. Actually, in our syllabus, not mentioned about z-axis yet. Just be mentioned from x direction. X direction can be from anywhere. Just put arrow x here, so that's the x direction. So not yet a specific x, y, and z.
I think it's good that I don't see any mini AR apps, particularly in Malaysia that I've seen locally. So it's good. But the interface you need to be more, how to say, detailed in a way that maybe the placement of the icon, or maybe you can add the measurement option for the each side.
Yeah.
That will be add in the future. At the same time, maybe you can add axis option. You can see within which angle do you. I mean that's the professor mentioned now. And maybe localization version, maybe like Bahasa Malaysia version, or maybe because we're doing in the Malaysian classes, right? So.
Actually, there is no language in this app.
Oh, okay.
So there are only button A, X.
So
Yeah. The title AR imply. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's good because you applying a basic technology AR that can be used in specific way. So other than that, it's good apps. Yeah.
On a positive note, this is one reason why you develop apps is because it has a specific focus, and I like it because it has something very specific, which is good to have an app. It doesn't have to be in a big platform like LMS. It's very specific. So I think that part is really good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Cikgu Yasir. Thank you to all judges and participants. With that, we have come to the end of our mobile app competition. With much honor, I would like to invite all judges to review and judge video competition at the center of a collab area. Just to remind everyone, at 4 p.m. we will have our award ceremony, and I hope all participants can be here at 4 p.m.